services is used by administrators to troubleshoot problematic servers through a serial cable connection. That means the server itself must physically have a serial port, or you would need an adapter, perhaps a USB to serial adapter. However, this could be a problem with some virtualization solutions if your Nano server is running as a virtual machine guest. This was used a lot in the past to troubleshoot the operating system out of band, where we can't connect to the operating system remotely over the network like we normally can, so this is an alternative. Remember also that we could use PowerShell Direct if we've got Hyper-V and Nano running as a guest on Hyper-V. PowerShell Direct allows us to enter a PowerShell session into the Nano server guest VM without connecting over the network. There are a couple of ways that we could enable EMS. One is using a PowerShell script that's available online in the Microsoft TechNet gallery. Here, using the new-nano server image script, we can enable EMS along with the port that should be used and the baud rate. We could also use the dism command line tool to mount an image. Here we're mounting image 1 within the nanoserver.wim file to a directory called mount_dir. From there, we could then use the BCD edit tool, that's the boot configuration data editor, and from there we could tell it that we want to enter our mount directory and we want to enable EMS. Then we could configure some further EMS settings, such as the port to use, as well as the EMS baud rate. After that, we'd have to commit the changes using the dism command line tool. Kernel debugging sends kernel debug messages out of band, such as through a serial port. This is used for troubleshooting kernel crashes, but it must be used on a different port than we might have already configured for EMS. So we can enable kernel debugging using the same script that we would enable EMS with. That's the new-nano server image script. However, here we would specify that we have some kernel debugging options through a serial port using a specific baud rate. In this video, we discussed